On this week's video, we had a lot of fun. I ended up buying a car. I probably didn't need the car. It was a spur of the moment buy. So we go through that. We'll probably have a separate video series on this said car. It'll be fun, but it's a bit more of a project than I was expecting. Probably shouldn't be buying two 40SXs at this age, but I'm a sucker for big wheels. We also finish up the 2J swapped first gen Toyota pickup. It's a 4-wheel drive pickup, non-turbo. It was a GE, but it turned out really cool. It was a really functional swap for the truck. And then we have a lot of fun. We've been having a blast. We're almost halfway through the summer. We have some incredible jobs coming in, and we just finished up with some incredible jobs. We finally delivered the IS to Brandon. He's having a blast with that car. We also got new hats and some new merchandise. I just want to say I super appreciate you guys for watching these videos. Our views are slowly but surely coming up. Every time I see a single view, I'm stoked because you guys are giving us your time. It don't take much to support the shop. It don't take much to support the channel. A view, a click, a like, a comment, a subscription goes a long way. We're doing our best around here to build the coolest cars and give best prices and even help out oil changes and regular maintenance. So our goal for this YouTube stuff is we're not trying to get famous, and our goal is if we can get a little bit of monetization, we would return that, build cooler stuff for the shop. So nonetheless, you guys are a part of the goal and the dream. So thank you guys a bunch for watching. I don't want to be that guy saying like, subscribe, but if you do, know that all of us here appreciate it. Eric puts a lot of time and effort into editing these videos and wrenching at the same time. I do as well. So we just want to say thank you guys a bunch. Enjoy the video. So we got this 1983 short bed 4-wheel drive Toyota pickup in a couple weeks ago. What is it? 79. Oh shit, it's a 79. I guess the 83 would have a square headlight. 79 short bed Toyota pickup in a couple weeks ago. This truck is extremely cool, really clean. Most of you guys know we're old school Toyota guys. The owner already had a 2JZ GE vvti in it out of IS 300, matted to a W56 and then Toyota transfer case. His goal for the truck is to have it drivable. Came in and it was partially wired, partially plumbed with fuel, but it wasn't all the way done. Customer wanted us to finish it. We ended up getting in a little bit deeper than we expected. Realistically, we probably should have contacted Panic Wiring and just got a whole link plug and play ECU. Instead, we threw the pile of shit wiring onto Kyle, and we had to, and Eric, and Cole. I think we all kind of had our hands into this thing. We had to go through, rewire it. We were fighting a bad ECU, which we found out later, so we had to send the ECU in. Long story short, it's immobilized. We had to delete the immobilizer. It was a whole lot of work, where if we would have just went standalone and even built a harness, it probably would have been a lot easier. Hindsight 2020, this thing's all factory wired now, factory ECU, which is cool. It has a sense of professionalism to it when you have it all factory. This thing runs and drives great. So that's what we did. We finished the swap on it, made sure it's good to go. We're about ready to drive it. It's been in here. We had to fight the ECU company, and we had to fight the immobilizer company to get it where we needed to be. And then we had to go through and just clean up some gremlins that were already in it before we started on it. But this is the kind of stuff we like. We really enjoy projects like this. Oddball stuff, you don't see a whole lot of it. Kyle also did the fabrication. He modified the manifold and the exhaust on this thing, built the exhaust. We did the intake, modified the radiator, did a lot of little things to make the swap work. So pretty stoked with this one. Another 240SX. We were gonna build, I have a white hatch, it's pretty much bone stock. We got a couple engine options sitting in the shop, but we have some funner builds coming up. We built so many S13s, we love them. All of us drive S13s here, but I didn't really want to spend the time to build another S13. This customer, shout out Andrew Campy, had this car, and he's a customer of ours, and he hit us up. He's having some wiring gremlins. We went over there to look at it, and the wiring's a bit of a mess, and I think Andrew said he could have used the money a little bit more than spending the money with us. I'm a sucker for big 3-piece wheels, especially when they sit halfway up into the quarter panel. I've been really wanting another SR car. I haven't had an SR car in probably 5, 6, 7 years. Everything's been LS, JZ. This thing came up, the price was right, so this is what we ended up with. Excited about it. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna have Kyle clean up some of the wiring, and hopefully within the next video or two, we'll take this thing down to Canby, Oregon for park and wherever else it'll go. But basically, the idea of this car is to get some good content on it. We'll go through, we'll document some of the fixes we do. We're also gonna be open to working with some companies for the SR swap. That'd be link, wire harness, whatever turbo we do. But more or less, we're just really excited to have a lot of fun with the car, because I have not had I'm 32, I'm too old to be driving shit like this. But at the same time, I'm really excited to have something new and be able to throw it into a wall, make noise with my friends, and I'm not cutting up quarter panels out of the OEM 240SX. This thing's already been hammered enough, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Start off over here. Eric, give us a little wheel wobble, would you? I mean, we're like less than 10 minutes into looking at this thing. The whole entire caster arm bracket is like off, like there's nothing there, like no bolts or anything. Oh, I think it takes a blind person to not notice. There's 0 belt housing bolts in this thing. There was 2 holding it on. So that's where our issue's coming from. The transmission was sitting completely cockeyed in there. Bitchin' bracket, 2 bolts holding that in. Sick driveline bolts. I think those are grade 3s. That's the CV boot, completely torn. Sick exhaust mount. That gap's bigger than Mike Tyson's front teeth in the exhaust. That's cool. That's cool right there. This is what you get with all this 240SX tax and people spending all this money. These are the assholes that are raising the money, the people that whoever put this car together. And if you did all this, I'm talking to you. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you a little fat dumb idiot. I get, this is like me actually being serious for once. When you guys do this shit and you sell these cars, this is like a huge safety hazard. If this tension rod or the caster arm bracket tension rod came off, or that CV boot breaks and you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, this is a pretty big deal. So like, sell your shit, make your money, do your 240SX, but don't do this. This is just wrong for people. We're really fortunate to have the ability to get under this car and fix this shit. But the guy I bought this from, I know he didn't know none of this was happening. I don't hold you accountable for that. He doesn't have no way to get under it. But whoever sold him this car drove from Idaho to Tacoma, Washington, which is like 8 hours or something. That's just sketchy. So don't do this. If your shit sucks, bring it to us. We'll go through it. I'll look at your shit for free if you're missing bolts and stuff. Just don't sell shit like this. Get under the car, make sure it's safe. And if you are working on your car, make sure you know what the fuck you're doing, or bring it to somebody that does, because it's just safety hazard stuff. It's all bullshit. Whoever owned this car before, you know who you are. This is wrong. You're doing some wrong ass shit. This is what you guys do on your lunch? Yeah. You guys go down to Mexico? Uh-huh. What part of Mexico is this?
I don't even know. Like 10 minutes south of the border?
This is Guadalajara. We're in Guadalajara, Jalisco. I'm with Eric. I'm trying to talk him into doing some Mexico stunts. I don't know where Grant went. He was out hooning all the way on the way to Mexico.
All the way.
It's Thursday, summertime. This is the reason. This is like my favorite shit about the shop, is when this is what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a rough day in the shop, but we're like on lunch. We're gonna go down. What are we gonna do for lunch? Taco Bell, Carl's Jr. I try so hard not to eat fast food anymore, but we eat so much fucking fast food. But it would be cool if we could all get our cars ready and do shit like this. Yeah. I don't know. Just, you know, you're working at fucking Amazon, no offense. If you're working at Lowe's, no offense. Working at Walmart, no offense. Working here, I'm very grateful for these type of opportunities to like work with my homies, have fun cars, be able to sneak out on your lunch. Like, it's the little things, the little times that it's just cool to sit back and be grateful for the opportunities that we have. Even though we stress, we butt heads sometimes, but I wouldn't change this for anything. There'll be a day where this is all gone, so we are definitely doing our best to just take in these small moments. And I'm thankful for all of that.